Hello, welcome to my channel. Now if you're new to my channel, we discuss positive values in this channel. We spread positivity, so if it sounds like something that you're interested in, then subscribe for more, like and share. Like we discuss some critical topics that are essential in our lives, and the topic for today is an example of that. So today I'll be discussing 10 signs that show you do not love yourself. Okay, let's start. Number one, you do not trust yourself and your intuition. Wow, this one is a big one. I mean, if you do not trust yourself, how do you expect to trust someone else's decision or values over yours? Like, think about it. Does it even make sense at all? You're not you're not confident in your decisions, and are you 100% confident in someone else's decision? That means if you're not confident in yourself, you've sold your power to someone else to make that decision for you automatically. So does it mean that you're going to trust people's choices over yours, since you do not trust yourself and your own intuition? So you tend to rely on others. All right. Number 2 is you are afraid of making a critical mistake. I preach on this channel all the time that bad things going to happen. We're going to make mistakes in life. That's part of life. It happens, whatever. Get over it. That's how we learn. Basically, making mistake is part of life. So how will you learn if you do not make that mistake? And I think there's a video that I have on my channel right now that mentions reasons why you should not be afraid of making mistake. I'm gonna leave the link somewhere up there, the card, so you can click on that link and watch that video. I shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. The thing is, we criticize ourselves sometimes too much, and we scrutinize ourselves too much compared to how we scrutinize people. So you need to learn to have that compassion for yourself when you make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, so mistakes are gonna happen. Number 3, numero 3, which is you settle for less. It's the same thing. Like, this all goes in the category of low self-worth, low self-esteem. When you don't know what you're worth, you tend to settle for less. You don't think you have that much value, so you accept whatever anybody says or whatever comes your way. It's time to step up your game and love yourself. And it comes from self-love. Having self-love equals setting higher standards for yourself. Number 4, you do not motivate yourself. Like I always say on this channel, there's sometimes where things are gonna happen. After mistakes happen, you have to pick up the slack and you have to start from yourself. You have to be the first person to want to motivate yourself. It's okay for you to read other resources like books and watch motivational videos, but you have to be your biggest cheerleader. If you're not happy doing what you want to do, or if you're not happy talking to yourself into doing the things you love, how do you expect other people to do that for you? If you're lucky enough, you get that happening to you, but most times you have to put in that energy, and then when people outside see you, then they'll be more willing to match your energy, which is your motivation. People can see that even when you have that motivation, you motivate yourself, so you don't care regardless of if somebody like talk trash about you or talk trash about whatever you set your mind to do. Imagine, it could be money, it could be success, it could be education, be it anything. You have to be willing to always motivate yourself. But if you don't do that, it's a sign that you do not love yourself. Number 5 is you judge yourself too harshly. That goes in the bracket of what I said earlier, which is you're afraid of making critical mistake. Because you're so afraid of making critical mistake, you end up judging yourself too harshly. So you need to slow it down, because we all make mistakes. Move on, learn from it, and that's how you grow as an individual. That's how we all grow. That's how I grow. Number 6 is you don't appreciate your achievement. I know sometimes we feel a type of way where we want to like tone down ourselves, and sometimes we need to be grateful for what we've accomplished. Sometimes we need to appreciate ourselves. We need to talk about our achievement. That does not mean that you're arrogant or boasting, but it's just remind yourself, because like I said, we beat ourselves too much sometimes for mistakes that we do, and sometimes we need just to bring ourselves back in that moment and let it sink for a bit, that okay, wow, we did it. So we need to be our own, like I said, we need to be our own biggest cheerleader. It's not to brag or anything, it's just to make that information sink in for a second, because sometimes we chase many things in life that we forget some of the things that we've accomplished, and we beat ourselves too much for the things that we didn't get. So that is that is always appreciating our achievement, to always remind us of that moment that we need to calm down. We really did something great. And number 7, you do not pamper yourself. And sometimes we just have to spoil ourselves. Take that vacation, go relax. I know it can be overwhelming. Work is tough. Burnout can happen. Adulthood itself is hard, so we just need to take a moment to step back and just go for relaxation. We need to distress. They need to be away. We need to take off the stress. So you need to pamper yourself. If you don't do it to yourself first, who do you expect to do it? So you need to know your own value and improve your health. Be in a better mental space and even physically. So pamper yourself. Number 8, you do not open yourself up to others. Are you that person that is always closed up? You don't want to open you're afraid of someone judging you. You're afraid of what they will see. Like, you think that you have this skeleton in your cupboard or bag of worms. That's not to say we don't have secrets and that you cannot keep secrets, but being too afraid to even speak, that can even lead to social anxiety because of things you're too afraid that the other person may think about you. But guess what? You're not alone. Even they are thinking. Let me say, everybody have that thing that they don't want others to know or see. So you should know that everybody's focusing on their own lives, and not everyone is not focused. The attention is not centered on you. So, but again, they say we should be careful about what we say to others, whatever. But don't be afraid to talk to people and open yourself up. Of course, you need to choose your friends wisely. If there's families or people you trust that you can open up to, you need someone to talk to sometimes when you go through things or when you're in doubt. Number 9, you do not care for your body. Like I said, pamper yourself. Your mental health, your physical health should be your number 1 priority. You can chase the bag, you can secure the bag, but make sure your health is a priority. And the last one, you do not feel well alone. You always need people around you. You cannot have your alone time, and sometimes we need that alone time to have that calm and think clearly. So you always need to have that alone time and understand that you can stay by yourself.